Hello, let's give this a try. Hi everyone. Um, my name is Tico. I am Aiden's dad. This is the fourth time I've come to cook at Wavecrest for the international cooking. I also did it with Kira, who also went through Wavecrest. She's a junior now in high school. So today we will be cooking Indonesian. Why Indonesian? Um, As you may know, Aiden speaks Dutch, and our family is from the Netherlands originally. Aiden was born here, but he learned Dutch there when we were there for a year in school. And Indonesia was a former Dutch colony, so there was a lot of interaction and people moving back and forth between the Netherlands and Indonesia. And so a lot of food has come our way from Indonesia to the Netherlands, and we had a lot of Indonesian friends, so they would always cook up these big dinners, which were amazing and so much better than the bland Dutch food we had, which was usually potatoes, boiled vegetables, and a piece of meat, or a meatball or something. So we had a lot of grew up, and later in life I learned to cook it myself, and Aiden has also learned a little bit. Um, So let's go over the recipes. I'm assuming here you will have printed copies of these recipes, but I'll start sharing my screen so then you also be able to see this. Maybe you're already seeing it. In any case, the first thing we're going to do 4 different recipes. We'll have chicken and tofu satay, so those will be on skewers. They will be marinated first, and we'll put them on skewers, and then we'll barbecue them on a barbecue pan instead of doing the whole barbecue because we don't have holes and stuff because we don't have enough time for that. They'll come with a peanut satay sauce, even better, and then we'll have a yellow rice, which turns yellow because of the turmeric in there, and we'll put some kaffir lime leaves in there, which are used abundantly in Indonesian cooking. And we'll put those in, and they'll give more flavor to the rice. And then last, we're making a vegetable dish. These are boiled vegetables in a coconut broth, and there'll also be a lot of herbs going in and spices. And in this, we will also put the kaffir lime leaves to make it more flavorful. So I'll briefly touch upon ingredients and the steps to make these things. So these haven't been adjusted yet to the amount of people we have, so you guys will have to do that and also account for that when you're doing the shopping. So the peanut satay sauce, the base which forms the sauce is coconut milk and peanut butter. And then we'll add some Thai red curry paste, which will make it very flavorful. You should be able to buy that at Safeway. They come in these little glass jars. We'll add some sugar and some bouillon or stock. It can be from a cube or from a jar. You can get these jars with kind of half liquid, goopy bouillon that's really good, but the cubes work as well. So this is just a matter of putting in the ingredients one by one. And one thing to note is that you don't want to turn up the heat too much because then it starts the oil and the peanut butter will start to separate and it'll become very oily. So just be gentle and keep the fire going low. Next up is the chicken satay. for this, we have a bunch of ingredients that let's see, where was it? Yeah, so we'll get all the ingredients besides uh, the chicken, and we'll put those all in a blender and just make a really smooth sauce out of it to marinate the chicken, but also to marinate the tofu. The tofu, before we can put it on skewers, needs a little bit of preparation, which I think I wrote down somewhere. Yeah, so you first have to squeeze out, first get the brick of tofu and cut them in slices and then kind of press out the liquid. Then take a cooking pan, add a layer of oil, and make it kind of brown, crispy on all sides. And then we'll also put some of the marinade that we also use for the chicken on there, and we'll let it marinate for as long as we can before we start putting them on skewers and barbecue them. And for the chicken, we're gonna just chop it into small pieces, add the marinade, let it marinate as long as we can, and then start skewering. That's actually a lot of work, but we have a lot of hands, so we'll be done pretty quick with that. Then we'll make the yellow rice, which is a matter of just putting in the ingredients in the rice cooker that I'll bring, and then at the end when everything's kind of stirred in and mixed in, we'll add the kaffir lime leaves so they'll float on top and they'll cook together with the rice and give that nice flavor. And then last is the sayur lodeh, which is the vegetables in the coconut broth. So first we have to do some slicing and dicing of the carrots, the onions, and the cabbage, which are the main ingredients. And the green beans in here. Green beans. So we'll add those all into a pot, and spices and herbs and all that, and we'll kind of one by one fry all the vegetables for a bit. Then we'll add the coconut milk. We'll bring it to a gentle boil, and then we'll add some more of the ingredients. And for this, it's the same. It shouldn't boil on high. It should always kind of slowly simmer, which makes sure that all the flavors get blended very well. So this is kind of a quick overview of everything we're doing. Sorry, I wasn't able to attend on Monday, otherwise you could have asked questions, but now there's no questions. But you can always have Tom send me an email. And otherwise, of course, when we start cooking on Wednesday, you guys can all ask as many questions as you like. There's a lot to do, but I think it's doable and it'll be super yummy. So thanks everyone, and see you Thursday.